Hey gorehounds, and welcome to the third installment of MurderNurse Talks music. And in this video we're going to be talking about how to maintain a band once you've joined one or formed one. This one's going to be pretty heavy, so it's probably going to be a long video, so just stick with me. It's good advice to have, I promise you, and I really hope this advice helps you out. I'm going to be looking at my crotch a lot because, as I said, I've written a lot of this stuff down just for the sake of not leaving anything out. So let's start off with chemistry. When you join a band or form a band or whoever, the people that you take into your band or the people that you join are going to be the people that you will have to deal with for months to years to however long it goes, okay? So make sure that you guys have good chemistry. If you guys don't have good chemistry and you're not comfortable with each other, it's going to compromise the whole band. It's going to compromise your music. So definitely have good chemistry with each other. Don't treat each other like dirt. I feel like that should go without saying, but I've been in bands where people didn't listen to each other and people treated each other like garbage, and I see bands treat each other like garbage every day, and it actually surprises me, you know, like you'll meet the grungiest punk bands and they're the friendliest people in the world that you'll ever meet, and then, you know, these clean-cut pop punk bands, and I'm not hating on either of these genres, this is just my experience, but you know, the more clean-cut, mainstream, marketable bands are usually so mean and arrogant, and it just blows my mind. But you know, I mean, if you can deal with not having that chemistry there and not having that bromance, then good for you. But me personally, I think chemistry and comfort is a huge deal when you're going to be in a band, and you definitely don't want people, you know, quitting after a few months just because you've been treating them bad, or you have to let them go because they've been treating you bad. So that's definitely important. Communication is also very important. Make sure if you don't like how something sounds or you don't like the way something is, speak up. Like I said, if you have good chemistry and you're comfortable with your band, they're there to listen. And they want to listen, and you guys can probably find a compromise to fix and find a solution to the problem. If you have ideas for a song, voice them up, record something, send it to your band. Communication is key. If you're silent, nothing is going to get done, nothing's going to change, it's going to remain the same. So if you don't like the way you're being treated, you don't like the way something is, or you just have an idea that you think is awesome, speak up. Don't be a mute. You have a voice for a reason, and that is why I use mine to blab on the internet. To some people's misfortune, I apologize. Also, when choosing band members, reliability is a huge deal. Make sure that your band members have and yourself, don't leave yourself out of this, have a reliable source of income. Bands, doing shows, traveling, equipment, it takes money. So have a reliable source of income and enough to have to put aside to fund that the band, whether you have to pay rent or otherwise. Money is definitely going to be going into the band before it can come into the band. You gotta spend money to make money, especially in this industry. So reliable income and reliable transportation is another big thing. If one of your bandmates has to get a ride to practice all the time, or they don't have any mode of transportation or any reliable way of getting to practice, or can't be at the practices that are scheduled, I mean, there's only so much you can do. It pays off to be a reliable person, get there on time, have your own mode of transport, and have your own reliable income. Definitely pays off and get you in good with everyone. Trust is another big deal, and actually, it's a huge deal. You have to trust your band members. I can't I can't say enough how much trust is important to being in a band, because one, you're probably all going to be sharing a room, whether it's a garage, a basement, or a studio room. All your equipment's going to be in there, unless you're paranoid as fuck and you're going to bring it in and out of the room every single practice. I personally leave all of my stuff with my band because I trust them. I don't think that they're going to go hawk my stuff while I'm out for a day. And you have to trust the people that you're letting into your lives, into your room. You know, even if you leave your wallet on the table while you go to the bathroom, can you trust your band not to steal money out of your wallet? I'm not telling you guys to be paranoid, but you want to build that trust with your band before, you know, letting it all lay back and being comfortable with them, because you never know. You never know. The most friendly people that you think are your best friends can just turn around and stab you in the back. Not speaking from personal experience, but it happens. So definitely be a trustworthy person and make sure you're with trustworthy people. This is going to be your friends and family for the duration of your stay. And I'm hoping for all of you that that's a very, very long time. Form friendships with your band. Treat them like your family. If you have a problem and you don't have anyone else to talk to your band. I mean, they should be your friends. They should want to know, you know, if you're upset or you're feeling a certain way or if you have a problem, and they'll help you and you should want to help them. Treat each other as family, you know. I would kill for my band. I love my band so much, and if anyone ever hurt anyone in my band, oh, God save their soul. And if anything bad ever happened to my band, I would be devastated. If one of my band members quit, I would cry my eyes out because I consider them my best friends and family, and that's a huge, huge thing. I don't know why I'm doing this. Why am I doing this? My camera died. I think it was this thing that I was doing. My camera just like rage quit and was like, I can't deal with you anymore, Murder Nurse. But the good news is I'm almost done. So I'm going to touch upon a few last things having to do with this topic, and that'll be a wrap. So the last thing I was talking about was, let's see, friends and family, I believe was the last thing I was talking about. So let's move on to support, which kind of goes hand in hand with that. Your band's going to be your support system, and you're going to be your band's support system. And it's not just the band. Friends, family, support is important, especially when you're going for something like this where, I don't know about you guys, but I grew up my whole life being told that this was an unattainable dream, you know, 1 in a million chance, blah, blah, blah. So definitely support each other if your bandmates are going through a hard time or you are. Support's key. Also, respect and loyalty. I was actually talking to Nana Valtiel earlier, and I'm like, am I missing something? She was like, oh, you know what? Respect and loyalty. And I was like, that's actually great points. You have to respect your band members, especially if you're not the one who founded it. Like, I have to give, I don't have to. I have to in a sense, but I enjoy giving respect to my band's founders because the band wouldn't exist if it wasn't for them. So, you know, if you have somebody in your band who calls the shots or has the last say, respect them. But not even just them, respect each other. You know, respect each other's personal space, respect each other's feelings, respect each other's ideas. You know, even if you disagree, respect. Loyalty is a whole other thing, but kind of goes with respecting your band. Now, say I were to be in local demise, but this other band on the side is like, yo, you know, come play with us. We'll get you a show, you know, it's a paid show, it'll be a good gig. Loyalty to your band is really important because I personally don't think it's very respectful to go behind your band's back or to even have another band on the side, because to me that says, you know, just in case you guys don't work out, you know, I have this. If you're not putting 100% into your band and you're not being loyal to them, why waste their time? So be loyal to your band. And the last two things I want to touch on is attitude. You want to have a good attitude, especially when you're doing shows, meeting fans, out anywhere out in public, and with each other. I think I said earlier, like, how surprised I was that, you know, these guys that seem so friendly are so, you know, arrogant and have horrible attitudes in person, and it discourages me from wanting to go to their shows or listen to their music or buy any of their merch, because, you know, I know how they act when it's not all behind a camera or behind a Facebook. Have a good attitude, it pays off, especially with each other. If you have an attitude with each other, it's just going to create inner turmoil, and that breaks bands apart. And lastly, networking. Networking is a huge deal, ski. Now that we're living in a very technological universe, and I was trying to stress that to my band the other day, you know, that putting stuff on Facebook really does matter, and updating the website is, you know, a huge deal, and getting as many things online as we possibly can is a huge deal, because everyone's online. So network as much as you can with social media, but not just that. You're gonna have to find photographers to do your shoots, videographers to you know, take video of your shows. Let's see, if you get signed or, you know, have a label going, it might be good to have a lawyer on the side who can review contracts for you. The more networking you can do, the better. The more strings you can pull, the better. Being buds with people who can hook you up with shows, that's networking. It makes everything a lot easier. And even accounting, you know, if you have no idea how to finance this, and you have an accountant friend that you happen to meet through another person or what have you, that's awesome to have. I found that modeling and doing burlesque helped me to network so much, and I can say I have a lawyer friend, an accountant friend, plenty of photographer friends, plenty of videographer friends, and plenty of people who book shows regularly. And I mean, that's just 5 networks that I was able to obtain just by, you know, doing my side things. So definitely have a strong network. And lastly, I'm going to leave you guys with this. Support your local bands. I mean, everybody what do? You steal music from the internet, you know? I do it too. We're all guilty. We're all little internet pirates. But when it comes to local bands, and even bigger bands that are making money and are famous, you know, don't subtract from their income. They put a lot of work into what they do. Especially local bands, we're collecting pennies from couch cushions, you know, just to make it to a show. So please support your local bands. Buy tickets to see their shows. Go see their shows. Buy their merch. Buy their EPs. Buy their CDs. Only if you love them. I'm not saying you gotta do it with the band you hate. But honestly, your support is what helps us pursue our dreams. And hopefully in return we can give you guys more of what you love. So thank you guys for watching the 3rd installment of MurderNurse Talks Music, and I will see you in the bonus video. Ooh, I wonder what it's gonna be. See you guys then. Bye!